It's a cool breeze. Coming at you live. Oh shit, I did it this way. What I wanted to talk about was being a team versus being solo. Hi, honey. How you doing? So, everybody, that's my wife. My wife is in here. So, doing good. Hey, you never sent me that picture of that watch. I don't know anything about couple teams. I never had a couples team. You'll be my first. So, first I want first I want to talk to you about team driving. So, as a team driver, there's lots of good and there's lots of bad that comes along with both team driving and local driving. I mean, not local, but solo driving. So, so team driving, my wife says, "Who's got the bottom bunk? Who's got the bottom bunk? Whoever is sleeping while the other person is driving, that's who's got the bottom bunk. Because you can't sleep on the top bunk while the truck is moving. So that's one thing about team driving is when you teaming, you kind of both got to sleep in the same bed. So with hey, what's going on, from Miss Pearl? Good to see you. So yeah, so when you team driving, you know, you got somebody there to help you out. Like if you get into a situation and you need somebody to spot you, or you know, many times as a team driver, I've had to be there to help my co-driver get into or out of whatever situations we were in, whether good or bad. You know, I had a co-driver, and this kind of going off the subject, but kind of talking about how you have to help your co-driver. So I'm gonna tell you a story about one of my co-drivers, and this is kind of like off the subject because this doesn't happen like every day or to a lot of people or anything like that, but it's just something that I've experienced. So I'm sleeping, right, and my co-driver, well, no, I wasn't sleeping. Matter of fact, you know what, I was in the passenger seat, and we were lost. And so he was driving. We're in Kansas somewhere, off the beaten path. And so he was lost, and he's like, "Oh, well, let me turn right here, and then we'll stop somewhere and figure out where we're going, or where we're at." So he turned off, and it was a little bitty street. I told him, "Don't turn on this street." You know, it was one of them streets where if you turn on this street, you won't be able to turn back around. You just have to go to the end, and like, and who knows how far the end is and whatnot. So, but anyway, he turned down this little country road, and we found him it was a little driveway on the left hand side that was like the entrance to like a cornfield. And so he was gonna pull in there and turn around. And there was enough room to put the truck right there and then back up to the street. But he decided he wanted to drive into the cornfield to turn around instead of backing up. And I told him, no, don't you drive into that field. Don't you, you know, I told him probably 3 or 4 times, don't drive into that field. He proceeded to do it anyway. So, he got off in the field and he made it almost all the way, got turned around, made it almost all the way back to the concrete slab and got stuck. And so I'm like, okay, so now what are you gonna do? You know, now we got to get a tow truck and whatnot. So he calls, who is it, maintenance, or I can't even think of the name. It's been so long since I've been to a big company. Is it maintenance? Whoever calls it a tow truck. So he called for a tow truck. They're like, oh, so we'll send you a tow truck. Just let us know where you're at. And so he couldn't tell him where he was at because he didn't know where he was at. I'm like, well, he's asking me, well, how do I figure out where I'm at? And I'm like, man, we just need to figure out where we're at. So you need to like stop one of these cars, or you know, you need to figure it out where we're at, because he was the driver of the truck. And so, you know, it's like, if you're driving, you should know where we're at. I'm supposed to be in a sleeper, so you know, it's really not my job. And, you know, I'm getting off the subject here, but anyway. So he decided he wasn't gonna even try to figure out where we're at. So I jumped out the truck and I stopped the first car that I seen. I said, well, you know, you see, we're stuck in the field and we need to know where we're at. We don't know where we're at. We're lost. And they told me where we were at, and whoop-de-whoop. So once I figured out where I was at, hold on. Sorry, I gotta get adjusted here. So I figured out where we was at, and I come back. Laugh out loud, y'all niggas be belling. Lost what happened to GPS. Laugh out loud, y'all niggas was belling. Bella. Lost what happened. What happened to the GPS? I don't know what happened to the GPS. I don't even think we had a GPS back there. Oh, we was hella lost. What happened to the GPS? I don't think we had it. That was back when we was working off of maps. We had a Randy McNow map, and we was working off of that. So what time I come back and I tell them where we're at. I'm like, okay, so now you gotta, you know, we gotta get out of here. You gotta get a tow truck and whatnot. So he gets the tow truck, and the tow truck arrives. All right, I'll see you later, Brittany. And so the tow truck arrives, and this guy's asleep behind the wheel. He won't even get out. He has yet to step foot into the dirt that he's got his truck stuck in. He hasn't jumped out the truck at all, not to figure out where we're at, not to do nothing. The tow truck arrives. He's still sitting in that passenger, or in the driver's seat. But by now he's got his head down. He's trying to sleep and all this. So I get out the truck, go talk to the tow truck driver, and we got out and everything like that. But that was a situation where, like, if I hadn't helped, I would have been probably still stuck in that field. Because he never did jump out that truck until it was back on the pavement. He didn't get step in that dirt not one time. So, and needless to say, I didn't keep him as a co-driver. But anyway, back to the co-drivers versus solo. So I mean, that's one thing. Co-drivers can get you into situations, or will get into situations that you don't necessarily want to be in, you know. But co-drivers can also be helpful. Like if you need somebody to help you backing, or you know, co-drivers sometimes can be making food or something while you're cooking and helping you with little things while you're driving, stuff like that. So co-drivers can be good. No, I'm not in the sleeper. I'm actually at the yard, waiting on another load. So I'm laying here chilling. I'm laying here at the yard. Got my feet kicked up. So let's see. With what else with co-drivers? You know, you got a co-driver that you got to deal with them for however long. You know, a lot of these companies out here, when your teammate will send you, you'll be out on the road for 30 days or something. I work for this little place here in San Bernardino. I actually work for 2 companies. I think they have like 3 companies here, but I work for 2 different companies. I don't really want to put the name out there, but they're good companies. It's the first time I ever worked for 2 different companies at the same time. But yeah, so co-drivers, you know, you gotta be choosy about who you have co-driving with you, because you don't want to be stuck in the truck with somebody for a month and it'd be a nasty person or somebody that you really don't want to deal with, you know. It could be somebody that is just rude and nasty, or you know, you want to be in a truck with somebody that you can get along with and that you can be happy with. It's not going to just irritate you all the time, because if you're with somebody that's going to irritate you, then you're not going to have a fun trip. You're not going to have a good trip. It's just going to be irritating. And yeah, I'm a local driver right now. Hey, you guys got food? Check this out. What you guys got? What's this? Uh-oh. They're bringing us food. But what was I saying? Yeah, when you get a co-driver, you want to have somebody that you can get along with. I think I'm gonna move because it's about to be going on over here. We're bringing in food. You know. What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I changed my spot. Everybody about to be over there eating. So, what's going on? I'm gonna come over here. Look, we got a little punching bag right here. I'll be getting it in. I'll be getting it in. Look, we're getting it in. But anyway, so you know, that's pretty much it about co-drivers. You know, just basically you gotta get somebody who you can try. Oh yeah, and you wanna have somebody who can drive pretty decently, because when you're on the road and you have to sleep behind this person, you know, you don't want to have to worry about what's going on the road, or is this person going to kill me while I'm driving. You know, that was a major thing for me, was like, you know, I go to sleep and, you know, it would be like, you know, if I die tonight, then Lord take me, you know what I mean? So, you just want to have people that are actually good enough that you can trust that they're going to do, you know, what needs to be done behind the wheel and keep everybody safe to the best of their ability. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. And then when you have a co-driver, it's weird because you'll go to sleep, say you'll go to sleep in Oklahoma, and you could wake up in Arizona or something crazy like that. And that really bothered me too. Was like, you know, I wouldn't be waking up in the same place I'd be going to sleep. So, what's up, man? Hey, where you go?
Go for the delivery.
Oh, you went to deliver?
In Los Angeles.
Oh, did you go to that one I went to yesterday at the high rise? You went to that one? Where you go underground?
Today.
You went underground?
Yeah. You go yesterday?
Yeah, they wouldn't take me yesterday though.
Why?
Because they said it was too many trucks down there and it wasn't enough room to move around, so they wouldn't. You told me I had to come back.
There, but my trailer touched the.
They touched the roof?
Yeah. Excuse me, bro.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna take that one.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much. You know, I had co-drivers that got into accidents and got stuck in places and stuff like that. You know, those are not the ones that you necessarily want. So, solo driving is good because it's just you out there. You know, if you die, it's because what you did, or you know, if you lose your brakes and crash and get hurt, then it's because of you lost your brakes, you know, not because somebody else lost their brakes. And you know, you wake up in the same place you went to sleep. So I go to sleep at the yard, I'll wake up right here at the yard. You don't have to smell nobody's fart or BO or nothing like that, you know. That's the other thing about co-driving, is there's only so much room in that truck to put your belongings. So when you have a co-driver, you have to cut that in half. You know, you get a shelf, the other person get a shelf, and that's it. You know what I mean? When you're solo, you can keep a little bit more stuff. You can be a little bit more comfortable. You know. And everything's on you when you're solo. I just like being solo. I didn't like co-driving because it was a lot of stuff I went through with my co-drivers. And as a solo driver, it's all on me. And I can take responsibility for everything I do, everything that happens on the road that I have control over. You know, on-time deliveries is all on me. It's all on me. So, you know, you don't have nobody to help you when you're backing and stuff like that. Well, that's why co-driving is good when you're fresh, you're new, you're beginning. You know, you might need some help here and there. And once you start feeling comfortable, then you can go and be solo. And you know, if you really need some help, there'll be somebody there to help you 99% of the time. But if not, then just take it slow and go for what you know. I'm gonna cut it short, man. I want to go get some of this food they got up over here. Look like what they got over here. Let's see. Let's go. Whoa. Huh? I don't know, I just ate. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh, what we got here? Put you on. Oh, that's the dessert. Oh, tortillas. Oh, some beans. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I might remake this video, I don't know. I might remake that other one too about long haul versus short haul. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what to do with this page, channel. But, you know what? I'll holler at you. Peace. They got a cigarette?